VSC, everybody.
Good morning. Welcome to the most dangerous show of the week.
Hello.
Trying to find all my little.
And I'm
guys.
trying to get this up. Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow, the VSC edition. As Liz just mentioned, the most dangerous show of the week. And we have lovely fluffiness that's hiding other yumminess to share with you today. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber, and it decided to rain overnight, clammy and kind of chilly, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
So, here I should put this one on too. Yes, so it rained overnight. I heard it happen. You know. There we go. Look, I'm all
Bundled.
bundled in one of our yarns. So, no, I am not wearing my golden fern. I've decided to tease you all and save it for tomorrow. I brought it in. It is here. It's over on a chair. It definitely shrank up with blocking. Like I squished it instead of pulling on it. I was talking about that yesterday. We shall see tomorrow how it fits. I haven't even tried it on. I just folded it up nicely and brought it in. So I don't even know if it's going to fit. I mean, it was going to be big anyway, like because the size I started knitting.
Yeah.
Was when I was a little bigger. I don't want to think about that. Like where I was, where I am, whatever, you know, it'll be roomy. Let's see how much more roomy. Stay tuned till tomorrow.
We both have something to show off tomorrow because in typical Liz fashion, I'm still not done.
But wait, are you on are you on the road that adds the picots, like the million stitches road?
I'm up to 800 and something, and I'm working my way across to get to 1,025. So
500,000 on this row and million on the next row.
Yeah.
So you think you'll have it done by tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Stay tuned.
100,000 stitches. Yeah.
So I have so many mousecapade stories. I decided I'm going to break them up, and I'm going to tell what I consider the non Peter Parker ones today, and I'm saving the Peter Parker ones till tomorrow. So what do you think? Should I do them now or at the end? Should we get through the stuff first?
It's 9:24. You got a little bit.
So what does that mean? Should I do?
You could do them.
Okay. So the not as exciting ones, because one happened last night. Okay. First, let's do the one that happened like a week or so ago. I don't think I told the one about the tired mouse.
I don't remember.
I think I told you about the tired mouse, but so like a week or so ago, I go upstairs to the loft and the cat is just sitting there staring at my knitting. And I'm like, this is weird. And he's kind of got the intent look of chasing a mouse, but he's just sitting there. And it's the middle of the day. I want to say it was the middle of the day.
It's like a Monday or something.
It was like, yeah, it was a weird time. So I go over and look, and there's like, I have a few piles of yarn at my house.
Said no knitter ever.
Yeah. And I go over and look, and I don't see anything. But the cat will not leave that spot. And so I'm like, okay, he really only acts like this when there's a mouse there. And I look again, and like little piles, it's the remnants, it's the yarn and the remnants of my, it's one of the ones I'm doing by Melanie Rice with all the color work and all the bright colors, the cowl.
Yeah.
Like that I haven't worked on in ages, and it's just sitting there, and it's kind of fallen out of its bag because I think I reclaimed the project bag for something else. Said no knitter ever. So I look down again, and one of the things that I thought was a little ball of yarn, little ball of brown yarn, is in fact a mouse, and it's just sitting there. Like all of my other stories are gonna involve bobbing and weaving, and everybody is like going this way and the mouse goes that way, and you know, and it's just sitting there, and the cat is just sitting there watching it. And I was able to pick up the cat and put him down on the other side of the room, and he didn't instantly run back over. And so I'm like, this is weird. All I can figure is that the cat, both of them are probably exhausted, but the cat had tired out the mouse. The mouse just stayed in the middle. Like he wasn't buried under the yarn. He was just kind of sitting kind of in the open, surrounded by yarn, but he was just there. It was almost like he was like, please just get me out of the situation. I will not move. Like I had to go find something to scoop him up in. And he was still there. And he's like, just take me away from this, you know? And the cat was like, Mom, what are you going to do? So I scooped him up and took him to Mouse Island. And, you know, that one's pretty tame, right? But it was weird because he was just like, I surrender. The 2 stories I have for tomorrow are about a mouse that is not going without a fight, which is why I don't think the one that I encountered last night is Peter Parker. He was a little bit more active, but he was also squeaking. Peter Parker is like silent and stealthy. Again, I'm going to share those stories tomorrow. 4:30 in the morning, I hear the cat running around and I'm like,
Never a good thing.
no, it usually means there's a mouse involved. And I don't get up and I'm like, I'm just going to keep sleeping unless I hear squeaking. Because that means the mouse is like, crap. Like the mouse is very threatened or something's going on or he's, you know, batting around or something. And so I'm just like, I'm just going to keep sleeping. And then I heard squeaking. And I was like, crap. And I was pretty sure they were in the bedroom. So finally, I really tried to wake them out and said, maybe they can just go rent somewhere else. Maybe, and I can keep sleeping because I'm so tired. Finally, I turned on the light. Because the cat was also doing his little chuffing thing too, where he's like breathing extra heavy. Like I can't even replicate it, but he's like, and I'm just like, okay, that's not good. So I turn on the light and he's staring around my laundry basket right by the closet. And he's like, he's kind of doing the bob and weave. He's going back and forth. Or he's just kind of staring. I'm like, if it's in the closet, cat, like I'm done. I'm not crawling through the closet. But I get up and I look and yeah, the mouse is between my little laundry basket on the floor and the closet door. And he's squeaking. He's putting up a verbal fight. And the cat's going back and forth around the edges and the mouse is going back and forth, but he's cornered. He's not in a corner, but he's kind of like stuck. He feels like he's stuck. Again, I don't think this is Peter Parker because Peter Parker would not have been stuck. He would have done a flying somersault and run off. So, and I'm just like, oh, poop, because all of the little mesh laundry bags that I would have captured him in are downstairs.
Of course.
And I'm like, so what I tried to catch Peter Parker in was an empty box from that I had in the bathroom trash. Like I have like 2 trashes in the bathroom, once for recycling. And it was an empty box that like contact solution came in. And I tried this earlier with another mouse and he was not having it. So I was like, let me go get that and see if I can scoop him up. And I come back in the bedroom and this is right by the door to the bedroom. So like the mouse could have made a run for it. So I'm on one side and the cat's on the other. And the cat's probably like, we're tag teaming. This is great. Mom's in it now. And I'm trying to get him in the box. And the mouse is just like, no. And so I'm trying to, and then the cat comes over to my side to see what I'm doing. And I'm like, no, do your job. Go over to the other side or else he's going to go burrow through some clothes I have on the floor. Because my room's a mess right now. Right, floor closet. So I was just like, you're slacking, cat. Get it back over there. And I was amazed how easy this was. I was expecting an hour-long fight with the mouse to try to get him into this box. And what ended up happening is I put, like, because the gap was about as wide as the box that he was hiding behind. And I put the box on my end. And I was like, come on, cat. You know, like, take your station. And at some point, the mouse actually, like, this is why I think it's not Peter Parker. The mouse was actually like, ooh, I can climb into this box. And he did. And I was like, you're kidding me. That wasn't supposed to work. So, you know, whoop, up with the box. and I look in, yeah, he's in there. Okay. This thing about this big, right? Teeny tiny. And I closed the lid. And then it was like, I went downstairs to go take him outside and the light on my front porch lights up about a foot and Mouse Island is more than a foot away. And I went, oh, I need my phone because that's my only flashlight, which meant I had to go all the way back upstairs. And the mouse is still just like, I'm in the box, fine, you know? And so I got my phone, I went out to Mouse Island, I'm shining it. If I could have taken a photo, but like when you have the flashlight on, you can't take a photo. I dump him out. I kind of shake the box and he looks at me. And I was gonna go back and take a picture. He was already gone. But so that is the mousecapades. I was tag teaming with the cat this morning. It was a lot easier than I thought, because this other mouse that I'm going to tell you about tomorrow, I don't think I'm ever going to catch. I think he's hiding out downstairs somewhere, but I think he can get up and down the stairs pretty easily. So those are my calm mousecapade stories, but there's been
Still exciting.
There's still, oh, good. Liz thinks it's still exciting. So there we go. Okay. So that will tide you over until you get to hear about the acrobatics. That's tomorrow. So I'm building this up way bigger than it needs to be. But I think it was mildly entertaining. People at Knit Night last night got to hear the I'm so tired, but I'll still tell you about mousecapades version last night. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll have enough energy that it'll be a little more fun. So, but that one, before I lost a track of the details, I wanted to tell you. So we might be down a mouse, or it could be that it came right back inside when I did. Who knows?
I bet Peter Parker goes out to Mouse Island and does a training camp.
I bet Mouse Island is Never Neverland. It's the Lost Boys out there. But that's Peter Pan and not Peter Parker. I'm getting them confused. Anyway.
Yeah, but there's a training camp going on out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You know, the multiverse and all that. Yeah. So maybe this is Peter Pan, but I think he's Peter Parker. So, all right. So that's the mousecapades for the day. And then I came back in and scrubbed my hands like 6 times, because I also was trying to get off some hot pepper juice. Apparently I got on my hands last night. That's a whole nother, not right now story, but I was okay putting my contacts in this morning. That's the good news. So, all right. Yes. I'm not scratching my eyes out right now.
Even better.
Right. Hopefully we can function today. Last night, like half my face was on fire and I didn't know why. And I've learned that even not super spicy peppers like a poblano, the ribs of them could be spicy. Weird fact. Okay. And that can stay on your fingers for a really long time. Because taking my contacts out last night burned just a little bit, and I'd washed my hands a lot of times. Okay, so what are we putting on sale today? This will give people a couple more hours to buy needles on sale before I switch this over.
True.
But we got new yarn in, and some of it is actually not. Neither of these yarns are new to the shop. Some have new colors, which is fantastic. And some old favorites have come back. Oh, I need to take a picture of this because it looks different than what's online. Okay. Squirrel. And we're really excited, and we're probably expecting to run out of this yarn, but we're putting it on sale for you just by itself. Okay.
Note to self: some of the colors may not be reorderable of like the thick stuff.
Yeah, the thick stuff. I think I have it marked on the website which ones we can't get back in if you go to the online shop.
Because I know this is our last.
Yeah. The new stuff though, you know. Okay, let's start with the thick, yummy stuff because it's what we're wearing. And did this one get all fuzzy? Look at that. Don't mind me. So Liz and I are wearing multiple things that we have made out of one of our yarns of the week, Mirasol Ushya. And that's your color that you really want to make a sweater out of, right?
I have the yarn at
your
home
skirt
to make a sweater.
Yeah. Look at that. Okay. So Ushya is really super fantastic in that it is a super bulky, but it is a chainette. And we have talked about chainettes on this show before. That a chainette, instead of having a tight twist to get you to the thickness, it has almost like a braid or an I-cord. And that means that you want air inside. You want to let it fluff. You don't want to knit it super tight. Like this is super squishy, but if you take this individual strand, you'd be like, that's not a super bulky. And it's like, yes, it is. Knit it on a big needle, let it be squishy, and you will have the warmth without the weight of a super twisty yarn. What's in this yarn, Liz?
This is Ushya. It is 98% wool and 2% polyamide.
It says fine merino wool on below the small child on the label.
Yes. So it is 98% merino wool.
Mm-hmm.
That
means really soft.
114 yards per 100 grams.
And that 2% polyamide is really just to keep the structure of the chainette. Good. Sorry.
Hand wash, lay flat to dry, all those fun things. They're saying super bulky. Suggested needles are US 15. Suggested crochet hooks are an M through a Q.
So crochet it bigger, especially with chainette, to let it do that. Like we often, I forget if I said, we often compare it to like wearing a down coat.
What needle
fluffiness.
size did you do for your cowl?
My cowl? I don't know.
Because it looks tighter than our sweaters.
Yes. And it feels tighter than the sweater. I want to say a 15 at most, maybe a 13. And this is like, I think it's called the Dragon Wing cowl. I will try to find it and put it in the notes. Yardage wise, like I made a version of this for my niece by holding a bunch of yarns together. And then I made one for the shop. Because the yardage wise, it only took one skein to make this lovely thing. It's knit flat. It is mostly garter with a little bit of shaping and yarn overs and things, and it's super cute. And you can wear it a few different ways, and you button it on. But yes, I think I knit it on something a little tighter than our sweaters. But I mean, look at that. I said dragon in the title. I kind of had to, my niece loves dragons. And then I figured for the shop, it'd be great. And this is a shop color. And this, I am wearing colors that are no longer available, but they just happen to show how this knits up. So if you love the dark and broody color here, which some people are like, it's black, it's this like lusciously dark blue. I don't even want to describe it too much because then you'll all want it and you can't get it, unfortunately. This beehive color is also, it's in your sweater as well. They discontinued this color too. And it's so frustrating because the cool thing about the Ushya colors, a lot of them, is they have a heathered, like multi-tonal thing going on. It's not tonal where it waves back and forth between like different tones of colors, but
it's like the Barocco Ultra Alpaca, where it has this heathered with little flecks
you
of
have
other
little
colors.
bits of other colors in it. And it's just so pretty. So again, if you love this color, I'm sorry. But I have this uncanny knack of knitting a sample in a color that's about to be discontinued, but I don't know that until I'm already like knee deep in it. And then I'm.
Yeah.
So, but the flip side of that is we've tried to get some new colors in. So like all this lusciousness in front of us are all the lovely colors. And I feel like, again, I'm going to color edit this, but when I'm looking at it, this one's a lot warmer than it looks on camera.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to jack up the warmth when before we publish. But should we start with old colors or new?
We're gonna start with mallard because it's the only one we've got.
It's in your sweater too.
It's in my sweater.
It's this luscious, like, would you call that like a teal?
It's an aqua-y teal. It's the back.
It's beautiful. Okay, that's why we only have one.
No, we only have one because I bought several of them.
Liz is within her rights to have bought that though. It's really it's a lovely tealy color. It's wonderful. I think we only have one. You could make this out of it though. You can actually get a lot of, that's the beauty of chainette yarns, like the thinner ones we've been talking about too. They will have more yardage than you'd expect from that thickness, that weight of yarn, because the chainette makes it lighter and you can jam more yardage out of 100 grams. So 100, like some of the other, this is my teaching yarn here. This is Encore Mega. 100 grams of this is considered super bulky. 100 grams of this is only 64 yards.
And the chill, which is a super bulky, it's only like 52 yards.
This is 114. It's fantastic. But again, don't be misled by when you pull it, how thin it seems to be. Knit it on a bigger needle. We'll keep going through colors, but while we're doing that, this is the Moonflower Cardigan. It is beautiful. And if you have the right gauge, you should only need 6 skeins of yarn to do this, and this, it's a one size. It's just big and roomy and luscious. It's like a big house coat. And it's knit really simply. You go in from the sleeve to the center, put it on stitch holder, from the sleeve to the center. There's some shaping involved, but It's not complicated. And then you do a 3 needle bind off up the back that you probably can't even see on camera because this is a dark yarn. But
what size needle?
I want to say it was on a 19. So it's like, it's just big and lovely and fantastic.
This sweater was on a 19 too.
And
it's the cropped.
That's
the crop. It's supposed to be cropped.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got the cables up the back.
What did you think, like when you bought that one, like how much of one color would you need?
I think only planning for 5.
Okay.
So, and I might not even use
For a whole sweater.
all of that.
It's kind of fantastic. We'll put links in the description for both of these cardigans if you're interested in making a quick super bulky. Like I've made a sweater out of the Sugar Bush Chill, which is a single ply merino, but it's just thick. And I can wear this for a considerable amount of time. I can't wear that. It's too hot for our climates and everything here. Okay, let's keep going. That is one we can get back in.
It's white clouds.
And it's natural colored. It's wonderful. There's no tonal anything going on with that one. It's just straight up beautiful. This is another one that I think most of these we can still get back in.
Charcoal gray.
And most
Classic.
of, yes, very classic, right? Not all of these are in full stock right now, but like the purple one that I'll say Liz is about to show, we can get that back in. We only have a couple. We had to choose between restocking the old stuff or getting new colors, and we got new colors.
Fieldberry.
Fieldberry. It's super cute.
A lilac purple, kind of. It's not.
That's in your sweater too.
Yes. It's there. It doesn't.
It's got
show
some
up well,
different tones of purple in it, though. It's got a little like lavender in it. It's got a few other things. It's not just one dimensional, really. Corn silk, I think we can get back in again. This is almost like a pea green. It's
Light
actually
green,
really
honestly.
pretty.
It is.
It's got some golden yellow. It's got the yellows of this in it. Just hints of it. And it's a light green. It's really lovely. I'm pretty sure we can get that one back in again. But again, it's on the website.
This one is not back inable. It's the wakame.
Oh, wakame. Yes. Like rainforest we can get back in, I think. But wakame we can't.
It is a deep jeweled
That's
green.
in your sweater too. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay, in shadow it looked like it was. Yeah, it's more of a hunter green, like a hunter forest Julie green. And I don't even know how many we have in stock, but if that's your thing, grab it now because we can't get it back.
Then we have rosewood.
Rosewood is new.
It's not
It's beautiful.
And Rebecca ordered enough more of this.
Yeah.
Even with me pulling out for my sweater, there is
So
plenty.
that is a warm, not super dark red. This one, Amaranthus, no, don't put that away yet because I want to compare. Amaranthus, I'm pretty sure we cannot get Amaranthus back in, but I have a lot of it right now. I have a decent amount of it right now. This is more of a burgundy, a wine color, and it's got little hints of almost this yellow in it. But like, there's the difference, cool and warm. I was like, don't put it away. I want you to see the difference. This one's much cooler of a burgundy red. And so it's like a purpley red.
Yeah.
So, if you like that, get it now because I don't think we can get it back. This is bay leaf. This is one of the new ones.
That's the new one.
I want to, where's,
The
I
silver.
swear there's one called Rainforest, but look at it online because I think it's something we can get back in again,
I
but I'm not
pulled
sure.
all of the
There's
colors.
something online that or in my system that's quirky, and we'll show it tomorrow if we
This
discover
might be
there's something else.
rainforest.
Because I don't see it up
I
there.
don't see it up there, but I don't
You didn't see
know.
any on the shelves.
I didn't see it.
Well, and so what we're pointing to, because you can't see it on, it's kind of a dusky tealy color.
Bluey green. Yeah, it's a mishmash.
Our system may say that we have some and we may not, so we're gonna try to figure that out before we publish this. But Silver Cloud is one that we can get back in. That's lovely. So we have the charcoal. Silver Cloud is more of a medium blue gray but there are hints of tan in this too. This is just a very luscious color. It's kind of on par with Pebble Beach in the Vivacious Decay in terms of like tones of color that are in it, but very different yarn and construction. So it's not the same, but it's like cool and warm at the same time. It's kind of cool, kind of awesome, I should say. This like I was saying, the bay leaf is a new green that we have, and it's more of a medium green. It's like, okay, so the corn silk is really yellowy green, right? And
Almost verging on grello.
yeah. And the bay leaf is kind of a medium green. There are hints of like browny yellow in this, but it is more of a mid-range instead of the darker green too. It's really pretty. I mean, I think all greens are pretty, so you know. And then every once in a while there's a little pop of more of a green in it. So cornflower, I'm pretty sure we can order this one again. Cornflower is like a really bright ultramarine blue, but it has hints of purple in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the depth of color. Yeah, in this is really like, it's like the brighter, lighter version of what I'm wearing. And it's really, really gorgeous. The last three I have in front of me are new colors. So we have Hollyhock is like an intense boysenberry.
Oh yeah.
Like
and looking at it in different angles, it's like reds and purples and
like the amaranthus that is being discontinued, and then the hollyhock,
and
like
it
deep purpley, pinky, like
it's got pops of everything, all the purples in it.
And yeah, it's got some more royal purpley flecks in it, like tints in it. This is luscious, absolutely luscious. And then we have a couple more neutrals, because since we had the grays, let's bring in some browns. So this one is cafe mocha, and it is
a creamed coffee.
Yeah, basically it's like a lighter, it's a mid-range tan brown, but you've got lighter and darker tones to it. So yes, absolutely. It's like my coffee after I put in my creamer and stir it up and everything, and not quite as light as the foam on top, but you know, it's pretty nice. And then we have the dark and broody.
It is a gorgeous chocolate brown.
It's really nice. It's true. And there's a little bit of lights and darks going on in this, but it is not quite as bright tonal, multicolored as some of the others, but nice solid brown. So
what's the name of it?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Chestnut. Did we say what the price was?
We did not.
We never do. Apparently.
The price
it's
retail.
Free. No, I'm kidding. It's not free.
Retail price is $24.95, 15% off this week.
Yes. And if anyone was like, hey, last time I was in, it wasn't that much. Prices are going up on a lot of our yarns, unfortunately, especially those from Knitting Fever. And both the ones we're showing off today are from Knitting Fever. And it's not their fault. It's because shipping container prices and everything, it's a madhouse right now. So they held off as long as they could on passing off price increases to us. And we then have to pass off price increases to you. So they held off as long as they could. And they're like, we just can't do it anymore. To stay operational, we got a little bit. So that's why buy it this week with product of the week as your code with spaces when you check out, and you can save 15% off the $24.95. It's worth every penny for the yardage, for what you can get out of it. It's really kind of awesome. So the other yarn we have this week that it just came in yesterday. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's Queensland Perth. Because we got refills. So
wait.
But here's the
fun refills.
We got the rainbows back in. Oh my gosh. These rainbow reef, that's what my Papillon under the register, my original Papillon. I think we talked about this last time we got some of this in. Like we got new colors in a little while ago. They are caking them in a new way, and they've been out of stock for so long that the colors may have changed a little. Like new dye batches mean the color is not going to be exactly matchy, but rainbow reef is what I made my Papillon with that everybody wants. And we've had to keep saying it's not in. So I'm going to be making kits with this for the Papillon, but those are not on sale this week. The individual skeins are on sale this week. Kings Canyon. And Liz is about to read stats on all this, but these are color shifting yarns, fingering weight. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Kings Canyon. These, like side by side, you can tell that they're different. When you see them knit up, they both look rainbowy. Sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. Both would make fantastic Papillons. We have them both back in stock. So
So stats, 80% superwash wool. It's not merino. It's just straight up wool. It's great for socks if you don't want them to wear through fast. 20% nylon. Fingering US 1 to 3 or a crochet hook B to an E. It knits up fantastic, or crochets up fantastic on an H.
They're really cool and they crochet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Liz is holding.
It's machine wash.
Yes.
Lay flat to dry.
And the prices have gone up on this as well. This one doesn't have a price on it yet.
We are retailing them for $16.50.
But 15% off with the code product of the week this week. Liz is holding Lake Gardner. I'm doing my shimmering pearl out of that, and you can like if we vamp while we vamp, I'll try to pull it out so you can see what it looks like by itself knit up.
It's got colors in it that you don't necessarily think of when you look at
and neutral and awesome, but there's also like faint mint green and faint like pinky purple.
Yeah, and it's really cool.
Oh, here it is.
Ooh.
Oh, it's stuck on like 6 things. That's not a thing. This is how it's knitting up for my shimmering pearl. I'm trying to get
it looks like a pearl, like all the colors in a pearl.
We got it in as a new color and instantly ran out of it. And then it was back ordered. So we have 10 back in stock. We might have 11 right now. Hopefully this means we can reorder it. If you're like, ooh, I missed it on the first wave. Tasmanian Bay is back in as well. That's nice and dark and broody. I am doing my Room with a View, striping it with Fiber Space Heavenly. And I did my, it means we can also relist. There's a lot of things we'll try to relist. We have to find time for. I did my Alaska hat with this color and a sparkly gold for the trees. And it was really pretty. We might be able to relist some of those kits.
I'm looking at that, thinking of certain people's Christmas trees, that Tasmanian Bay. Like, I know people with Christmas trees that just,
these are really crazy because like when I look at my Papillon, I see these colors, but I swear I knitted out of this one. But different dye lots, possibly.
Different dye lots, but also holding the black with it is going to kind of change the colors.
Change how they knit up.
Yeah, how they look.
We'll make kits of both of these with black and just see. And people might go like, but that looks more like your sample. And I'm like, well, but when you knit with it, it might change. I don't know. But I'm super excited. We have like 20 of each of these. Let's see how fast they fly off the shelves. Woo-hoo-hoo. So this one's a little more neon bright, but not like flashy neon, right? And this is a little more dark and broody is the best way to describe what's going on. And the pictures I put online, you can see how skein to skein, they can look really different from each other, but I promise they are the same color. It's just, you talk about that fractal spinning.
Yeah.
Where the color changing, there's 2 plies basically, and the colors are changing at different speeds in the different plies. So you get the wavy color change, but skein to skein, they can look super different, but it's all gorgeous and beautiful and yay. But that also means you can do the same exact thing I did with the Papillon and yours will look different than mine. That is a disclaimer. It may not look exactly the same as mine. And if that is going to upset you, don't do it. If you can accept that it will come out different, have fun with it. It will be gorgeous. Okay, so the last little fun thing we have for y'all today is a notion. So we had the cookie stamps, and these were just released from Juniper Moon, and we are selling them. She patented, designed, and tested, and did all these things. The other ones, the red things we had are stamps. These are actual cookie cutters, and it's really hard to show you the shape on our video. It is a set. Yeah, it is a set. Liz will try. You have 2 pieces. One of them you're going to use 2 times. And if everything works out, you can have a little stand-up sheep cookie. I think this is so cute. Good.
Note to self, if your dough has any leavening in it.
They've got videos about this, but
it might not.
If it gets poofy, they may not fit together right. But see, here's how it is. Before we get too far into that, there's one cookie cutter for the body of the sheep, and there's one cookie cutter for the legs. And if you use that twice, See the notches? We have 2 notches here. And then that guy has a notch in it too. So one, the sheep body goes this way and the feet go this way and they notch into it. If you go to Juniper Moon's website, you can see pictures of decorated ones, and you can see videos where she tries to give you tips on making cookies where this will work well. Like, I want to go make gingerbread cookies with my family with these, and won't that be fun? However, the gingerbread cookies tend to plump when they cook, and that can make it so these pieces don't fit together. She actually recommends making your body and your 2 sets of feet out of the same roll out of dough and putting them next to each other on the cookie sheet, so you know they're the same thickness. Like, I watched her video and I picked up some of them, but you should really watch her video. If we can, I'll try to find a link for it and put it in. So then you know that they'll most likely fit together. She does have advice if you use one that has leavening, which really is like the baking powder or baking soda or one of those. Like, she gave us a recipe that has none of that in it. It's a sugar cookie and it doesn't use anything that's going to go poof. But if you do that, she says when they come out of the oven, you should gently put the cookie cutter back over them to trim off any excess, so those notches will actually fit together. But the idea is just so super stinking cute. And what are we retailing this for?
$20.50.
And again, they are like individually handmade. Like, they made a mold, and like there's a video on their site too of this too. They made a mold and they go ding, 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 ding. But all this testing and crafting went into this. 15% off this week only with the code product of the week. We'll put it in the product of the week. I still have to get that up online, but hopefully by the time we publish, maybe I'll have it online. I have 2 lessons today, so we'll see. But I just think it's super, super cute. So I think she also has the recipe for the cookies. So again, I will try to link to as much of that as I can if you're interested in doing that. Sugar cookies that don't have a whole lot of poofy stuff in the mixture will work best for both of her things. Is shortbread cookies actually for the cookie stamps, but we still have those in stock too. All right, we got to go. I was watching the time and I'm like, ooh, it's getting close. Let's do it. So tomorrow we will have more mousecapades, and we will have Dear Becky and Lizzie. And I think we have 1 question at least.
We have 1 question right now. We have a couple finished products to show off, or projects to show off, because we will hopefully have. We've been slackers for Tuesday.
We've been busy, man.
We've been busy.
We will hopefully have projects to show you all, and maybe even some gift giving ideas. We will see what we have time for tomorrow, because that means I have to actually get my butt in here on time. That's a stretch sometimes. I'm trying to catch up on my sleep right now. Then the mousecapades happen.
The cat drops her. She gets kitty locked.
I heard the cat drops me, and I'm like, no, the cat traps me. Yes, he does. And won't let me come to work, because he's like, no, your legs should be my cushion for the morning. And this morning it was like he got on the couch first, and then I'm like, I can't sit down if you're there. And he got angry and grumpy, and I kicked him off, and he screeched. And then I said, but kitty, I got there so you could get up on my legs. And we almost had a battle royale. And then he finally went, oh, that's so I can get on your legs. Okay, we're good. And he settled in and went to sleep. And I didn't get here on time. So, okay. Let's just blame the cat for everything, right?
Sure.
Everyone have a good day. We will see you tomorrow. Stay tuned for lots of exciting, fun things on tomorrow's show.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff.
Yes, we're still over 650. We are shooting for 700 so we can give you all a sale. So that's an easy, inexpensive way you can support the channel, is subscribing or giving us a thumbs up or commenting or all those good things, so that the YouTube algorithm goes, oh, this might be cool to share with other people. So we want to grow our community because it's already pretty awesome. Okay. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.